Minnesotans say theirs came with a faulty transmission, and now they're waging a grassroots battle with the automotive giant. As KARE 11's John Croman reports, these van owners want Ford to stand behind the slogan, "Built to last."
Come on, cutie. Put on your seatbelt? Yeah.
Rebecca Harris is like a lot of moms in Minnesota.
Should we go?
She spends a good deal of her time as the family chauffeur.
Sometimes we'll go to the library. Sometimes we'll go to the zoo, which is like an hour away.
That's why she was attracted to this 1995 Windstar minivan.
I just like the fact that it's so big, yet I don't feel like I'm driving a truck.
But this year, something happened that changed the way she felt about her Windstar.
I got stuck in the middle of a four-way intersection, traffic coming from behind, on the side, and in front, and I couldn't move, and I was scared.
That fear gave way to anger when she found out the van needed a new transmission after just 3 years on the road.
And I thought that most people in their lifetime don't go through a transmission.
The standard warranty on Windstars ends at 36,000 miles, and Rebecca's van already had 50,000 on it, so she had to pay for it out of pocket.
Just this one particular transmission cost $1,708.20, and it came at the time of taxes.
Rebecca thought she was all alone until she checked the internet and found people all over the country going through the same thing with their 95 Windstars.
I got furious, and so what I did is I started contacting all those people.
People like Kathy Remler of Brooklyn Park.
It was jerky.
Kathy saw her Windstar transmission go down at just 37,000 miles.
And it wouldn't shift into third gear. It would just grind and stay there and eventually would heat up on us.
I told him I was going to take the issue up with Ford.
And then there's Jim May of Apple Valley. His 95 Windstar had 64,000 miles on it when the transmission failed.
You know, it was running continuously up until the very moment we got off the highway, and then once it downshifted, it wouldn't go back into third.
It's a familiar story, one we've heard from scores of Windstar owners across the nation who emailed us with their tales of tranny troubles. Transmissions that failed anywhere from 7,000 to 74,000 miles. And in most cases, they were stuck with all or part of the bill.
Your transmission should last at least as long as your payments.
Master mechanic Mike Hawks teaches transmission repair at St. Paul Technical College.
How much would you expect to get out of a transmission in your car?
100,000 miles would be no problem.
When we checked local transmission shops, we found the mechanics were quite familiar with the 95 Windstar.
We've seen a lot of them that have just come out of the factory warranty period that have maybe been done once or twice at the dealer.
And Russ Blair told us the same thing we heard from 10 other shops. The most common diagnosis is a crack in an aluminum part known as the forward clutch piston.
The forward piston has got a crack, comes right up around the edge.
Could this mean there's a design flaw? Well, Ford says no. But back in 1994, when the first 95 models were heading down the assembly line, Ford issued a service bulletin to its mechanics. It warns the forward clutch piston may crack and advises replacing them with an improved version made of steel.
They went from aluminum to steel to try and eliminate that problem of the cracking around the outer edge.
So how many Windstars may be affected?
Hi, this is Kara King. I'm calling from KARE 11 News.
We randomly polled more than 100 1995 Windstar owners in Minnesota, and the results may surprise you. Out of every 10 Windstar owners we polled, guess how many reported transmission troubles? 1 out of 10? 2 out of 10? Try 3 out of 10, and then some. In fact, 37% of the 1995 Windstar owners that we polled tell us they've had their transmissions rebuilt. In more than half those cases, the vans were no longer under warranty, and the owners were left feeling like Rebecca Harris.
I want my money back for my transmission.
Kathy Remler was able to talk Ford and the dealership into picking up most of her bill, but she still had to fork out $662.
I always thought transmissions were supposed to last a good part of the life of the car. I would say at least, 7, 10 years, something like that.
And Jim He's waging a battle in cyberspace. His webpage is at www.fordwindstar.com.
My little 5-year-old says, "Daddy, when are we getting the van back?" Well, I don't know. I don't think it's coming back.
And while Jem uses his website to lobby Ford for a new transmission, his van has been sitting for months now on the back lot of his local dealership.
I think ultimately it's something that Ford needs to settle. I believe the dealers here have done everything that they could.
Now, this Windstar shop today, $2,000 for a new transmission. This one has gone through 2 trannies in the last 6 months. Now, you might be asking yourself, why do these people think that Ford's going to pay them anymore after warranty? Well, there is precedent. Head gaskets went last year, and enough people complained that Ford actually had to extend warranty on the head gaskets for 60,000 miles, and people that already paid hundreds of dollars to replace these gaskets, they were reimbursed by Ford, so there is precedent. However, Paul and Di, Ford says with transmissions, they're going to still handle on a case-to-case basis.
John, now, just to be clear about this, are they still having a problem with the steel part that replaced the aluminum part?
No, we've heard from some people who have 97s and 98 models which have the steel part and their transmissions have failed, but that's just a handful. Most of these people, the bulk of them, had those 95s that had the aluminum part.
All right. Thank you very much.